Dear academic family, please do take a seat, and we would like to warmly welcome you to the opening meeting of the University of the academic year of Tallinn University of Technology. At today's meeting, the rector, Professor Tiitland, will summarize the past academic year and present plans for the coming academic year. We will also recognize our long-standing colleagues and thank our Professor Emeriti. And let's now welcome Rector Professor Tiitland to the stage. Dear colleagues, university family, dear friends, I would like to begin with wish us all a happy new year. It might sound a bit funny since we are in the month of August, but the academic community has the privilege of wishing each other happy new year at least twice a year, if not more. So to begin with, I'd like to give a little overview of how we have been doing, and I would also like to briefly mention the challenges of the upcoming academic year. But as it has become a tradition, I would like to also read you a list of names of the colleagues who have passed away in the past academic year, unfortunately. And this is also the case this year. Advik Giris, Leo Türn, Rein Kütner, Jan Karu, Eric Crater, Ragne Kalamet, Vitali Podgorski, Ennu Rustan, Kadri Talvistu, and Tanel Kerikmäe. It is in the scheduled fact of life, but we shall continue with our work, and it has become a tradition that I would first of all like to give you an overview of our past academic year. Then second, traditionally, I would like to speak about the admission of new students, and the numbers are quite good in comparison with the last and year and previous years. And also, thirdly, I would like to summarize the activities and challenges of the upcoming academic year. So first of all, as it has been a tradition before, I would like to take a look at our progress in the light of our strategic plan. The valid strategic plan is going to end with this year, 2025. We have 16 KPIs in the strategic plan. I'm not going to show you all of them. All of them, of course, are important, but I would like to highlight some of most priority. Our focus has been on quality rather than quantity. And I will now speak about the next strategic plan, which is in the process of compiling. We will also speak about quantity in this context, whether we should grow and to which direction we should grow. The slides which I will show you today, I guess you know already, on the 28th of May, we had our annual seminar in this very hall, where the vice rectors also in their domain introduced the fulfillment of the strategic plan. And the KPIs can be followed in the Power BI and smart environments. And these environments have a lot of information. You will have access to the data there. And Power BI reports is something which I use a lot in my work as well. So a large table with strategic plan KPIs, a lot of numbers. I'm not going to read it all, says the speaker, but in the study domain, the KPIs in 2021-2025. You see that in the area of study, in the basic level, which we use as starting point in the beginning of 2021, the numbers in the first column, and also the target level 2025, the second column. We can say that in many of them we are in the process of or have achieved the aim. Now you might of course ask whether the aims that we set 4 years ago have been the best ones in retrospect, but we can at least say that we definitely gave our best in all of the domains. And I'm going to speak about the new strategic plan in a minute, speaking about how we are going to choose the KPIs. This has also been confirmed and an improvement by our council. And this also includes the financial statutes. But before I go into the details about the KPIs, which I consider of utmost importance, let's first of all speak about the revenue of the university as well. Financial means is not mean in itself, but we need them in order to develop. Second very important aspect is our potential human resources, whether we have enough academic staff, support staff, professors, lecturers, and also students. But let's start with the revenue of the university. Here you see a comparison which starts from the year 2018. You see that revenue from our main activities have been growing steadily. 173 million euros now total, and 2023, as you see, starting from maybe 2022 and 3 already, is the activity support of higher education, which we get from the Ministry of Education of the Republic of Estonia. And we see that 65 million euros is the sum from activity support, which we see in this year's budget. We had a breakthrough in 2022 with the Contractors Council, which was a collective effort to aim at larger funding from the state of Estonia. We agreed that as of or starting from 2023, activity support will be increased 15% annually. The first 2 years, 2023-24, it was true, but 2025, as a result of cuts, the situation might be different. In the next couple of days, we will know how the state budget strategy of Estonia will be in the next years. So we will see. But when we speak about the financing of study, the field of study, it has gone down a little bit. It went up several years considerably. So it seems that we are the most strongly equipped in the area of study. But now we see that it has changed a bit as well. R&D and also research funding has increased. We have been able to increase the area of competitive-based research funding, which is very important. And we see that research funding has been increased from 31% to 40%. So this is remarkable. And we are oftentimes stuck in our discussions about how our study area is financed, but we have been quite successful to include also a lot of competitive-based research funding. So I can say about the next slide now, this is the level of graduates with nominal time. And our aim has been 60% in our strategic plan. This is what you saw in the last table as well. But of course, years differ. In the post-COVID era, we had an increase and thereafter a sharp decrease, which was a follow-up effect most likely to the COVID pandemic. And 2024 the activity support, a part of activity support, which is performance revenue. 70% of it is performance revenue, 5 different indicators, including which one of them is graduates with nominal time. And how many graduates we have with nominal time, of course, it then is dependent on how much funding we will get. We are being compared also with other public universities. And in other universities, we can say the percentage is 50 to 60% graduate with nominal time. One exception in Estonia is University of Life Sciences. And then us, which is lower in comparison with other universities. So there is room for development, and it is difficult to think that it might even get to the lower level. So we definitely need to work on this. And at the same time, when we take a look at academic year, our academic year has not been concluded fully. I understand that there are some doctoral defenses still ahead, but these are the statistical data from the month of June. So we can say that considering the academic year 2024-25, we reached the 53.2% graduate with nominal time. So when thinking about higher education activity support, which is allocated for this year, our level is better, and in comparison with other universities, we will also be in a better position. Except for when they make a much better result. But let's wait and see. 53.2%, the university as a whole, academic year 24-25. We also see that the highest is in the School of Economics and Governance, 63.6%. It has been there also on a very high level in the last years. So thank you very much, School of Economics and Governance. You are a role model to us all. But you see also that other schools follow suit quite closely. And I have to say that I am optimistic that we can only make better results in this respect. And it will be justified then also that we will get better financing funding for the study domain. Tallinn University of Technology definitely has specialties which are more expensive to teach than perhaps in comparison with other universities in Estonia. But the next slide shows whether our highly educated specialists are valued at the labor market, whether they are paid what they deserve, and what is the average income in relation to Estonian average wage. We can say that our specialties are performing quite well. We take a look at our graduates on the MA level and their average income in relation to Estonian average wage. Strategic plans set 1.65 as the aim. University's average 2023 was 1.77. We see that in the School of Engineering, it has been 1.65. Natural Sciences 1.32. So here we can say that there we have as graduates, the number of graduates is also lower, but we also do see that we have different curricula, different specialties where our graduates should be better valued the labor market. So this is something we cannot only do ourselves, but most of the aims we have fulfilled in this respect. Also, total revenue from study affairs, we also argued whether we should calculate and put it down this way. We set 70 million as the aim, as you see, and 78.4 million was the revenue total already last year. and the future will tell where we get. I believe that this will be only increased further in 2025. But the administrative contract is being negotiated, a new strategic plan is being prepared, so we will see where we head to, but this is where we are today. So the strategic plan values quality as a central idea. We started measuring the Q1 research article number per year per academic staff member with a doctoral degree. We reached to 0.7 in 2023, which was also our total aim by the end of the strategic plan. Last year, we fell a bit because, of course, years are different, but this is the current situation. We see that in the School of IT, as well as School of Economics and Governance, have been performing on the highest level, 0.81 both. So congratulations to the colleagues. But also, in case of Estonian Maritime Academy, for instance, we have to take into consideration that there are the small number of staff members with a doctoral degree. Number of doctoral theses defended. Very acute question because it is very important in the light of our future academic offspring. The level we set was 77. We have reached to 73, 72. I think that the prognosis for this year will also be about the same. So we have reached a plateau. We have quite some doctoral candidates in the pipeline, but I believe that we also have to emphasize the level of our doctoral students admission, which is the numbers are higher this year. So here are the numbers, and you see it here in different schools, School of Engineering, IT, and School of Science, the levels. And in case of Estonian Maritime Academy, one PhD student defended the thesis in Kuressaare College. Unfortunately, this person returned to Indonesia, as far as I know. So when we now take a look at the general statistics, also when we look at the people who have interrupted their PhD studies, it's a bit less than 35%, but we see that the share of people who interrupted their studies has gone down considerably last year. I believe that it also reflects our doctoral studies programs reform 3 years ago, and there's a little bit of time lag, but we have reasonable ground to be optimistic. Of course, it is also a question of how effective we can make our PhD studies. I know that in the doctoral, some rapidly developing fields in IT, etc., labor market is much more attractive than coming to study at doctoral studies programs. Also, R&D projects, volume of projects per academic staff members with a doctoral degree. We have seen that perhaps KPI is not the most well-chosen one, because we measure the beginning of the R&D programs, and the total volume of the projects has still gone up, which also reflects what I showed in my first graph, the development of our revenues, our capability to include competitive-based money has been increased every year, and this should also continue. Of course, we have new measures as well, but at the same time, new measures have been opening throughout the years. So in the entrepreneurial domain, these are KPIs 2025, and R&D contracts revenue per year. You see the aims in the top per year, and the results down there. We were quite close to the 13 million, which was our aim last year. And also, when we think about our startups, 23 startups were created last year, which is remarkable growth. And then submitted patent applications per year, number of 27 last year in comparison with 15 or 17, which we have had. This is definitely an increase, which is remarkable. The submitted patent applications have been mostly presented by startups. We will continue the discussions about whether in the new strategic plan we will also set the same KPIs as has been the case now. So now about the student admission. Just a short summary of the last year's results. In the Smart and Power BI reports, you will see the data which we have. I visit this environment at least a couple of times a week. So you will get to know this environment, and then you will understand this data very well if you visit a lot. But the data which I have, this has been extracted from yesterday. So the numbers have been change has been in progress. I think immatriculation process is going on. So let's take a look at the numbers which we have from yesterday. In comparison with last academic year, first of all, when in July, we saw that in the study information system, the candidates submitted their applications, and the number of applications was 40% higher than the year before. This was a positive surprise to us. The demographic situation also supports this tendency, because in the next 4 years, this generation of young people, 18 to 20 years of age, which is 20% higher than in the years before. And there are more young people in general in this generation, but quite some of them have also preferred our university to continue their studies. I can say that we might have the best admission results of the decade until now. And definitely we also have a growth ambition as concerns students as well. We will start with 9,500 students in the fall and continue upward movement. But when we take a look at our programs and curricula, definitely electroenergetics and mechatronics is the most notable increase as far as our curricula is concerned. So increase started already 2 years ago, and it has been quite remarkable now. So top one curricula which has increased the business, and also construction design, which has been competing with design, IT system design. So in the field of engineering, the field of engineering has seen the growth, and in comparison with last year, informatics and artificial intelligence, which has been reformed a bit as of this year as well. So in the second level of higher education, there are no bigger changes when we compare with different years, but I believe that this 13%, the increase in the total of admissions, in the first level of education, 17% increase, and in the second level of education, 6% increase. And we know that in our School of Engineering, we have 4 curricula which have been integrated studies, and the biggest of them is 5-year program in construction design and construction management. So we will also see how we qualify them. It differs a little bit per years, and so we need to also take a look at the statistics from this perspective. When we speak about what has impacted the admissions, the biggest impact factor, of course, has been mathematics exams, state exams, at least 50%, 50 points of that 100 total. We have also admitted students in the past years who have not achieved this 50 points out of 100 in the state exam. We have seen that they have actually coped well, and we also have a course, a specially designed course, in order to help students with understanding and coping, managing mathematics better. And it has been and is a prerequisite for them to continue their studies and being able to finish their studies. And also, we have had deeper mathematics and more broader mathematics courses in the Estonian high schools. It has helped with our average results. We have seen that in the broad mathematics, the average grade has been in 25, 58.3 points out of 100, and then the more narrow mathematics average grade has been 39.1 points out of 100. So on the level of five grades, as it is in the Estonian high school, it's not a satisfactory grade, unfortunately, the last one of the narrow mathematics. There are also people who fail, of course, but we see that in the narrow, more specialized mathematics state exam has been completed by 4,425 people, and they are, you see, the average grade is under satisfactory. So about 30% of all of those people who take the mathematics exam can enter us and meet the necessary requirements right away. Pärnu-Koidula secondary school is the biggest school where most of our students come from. And we have also included the school which they have been submitting their applications the most, so School of Engineering. Then also Tallinn 32nd Secondary School has increased considerably, 49 applicants, and then Narva Secondary School, 40 applicants, and then, of course, School of Rocca al Mare, most of them applicants who want to join our engineering programs. we've seen 30% increase in our engineering field. In case of our foreign students, of course, these numbers come from our BI, are in the process of changing as we speak, but you see that the countries where most of our foreign students come from, Ukraine, then Azerbaijan, which has been increasing, and this is in second place. We'll see when the people start arriving. But internationalization is, of course, a very important topic. When before COVID pandemic, 15 to 16% of foreign students share. Today we are on the 10% level, 172 foreign students in total. So the percentage is quite low. The question is how we will see the future of our internationalization. This is a future challenge for us, not for us alone, but also in the state of Estonia in general, because we also know that there are quite some risk countries where people came from previously but don't come anymore. One of the examples being India, for instance. And then important centers which have been created in the past academic year and also this year. In the past academic year, we managed a breakthrough and we created our research focus areas, and then our later development centers based on our green strategy. We created our focal centers of excellence, 6 of them, and then Center of Excellence for Smart City and state research of excellence centers initiated last year. We are a leading partner there. Energy Efficiency Center of Excellence led by Jarek Kurnitsky, and then Strategic Mineral and Carbon-Based Circular Economy Research Center head by Riina Aav. And this was a very successful proposal also on the state level. But by our School of Economics focus center was created, and the defense area, the latest one. So Defense and Security Technologies Center. So when we calculate them all together, so Smart City Center as well as then the rest. So these are the very important centers based on which our growth and new projects should be deriving from. And these are more interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary in their nature. So our future development and growth will also depend on how these centers will be able to bring in new research funding projects. So €1 million a year is the initiation phase. And now we get to the biggest challenges we have, and we do have quite some of them. This is not an exhaustive list of the challenges ahead, but I believe that first of them being how we can correspond to the expectations in the labor market. If we take a look at what it has been like, then definitely in the area of engineering, energy field. Then, of course, dropout of our students, how to reduce the dropout rate is one of the challenges we have. This year's data is encouraging, I have to say. Then, of course, academic career, making it more attractive, providing for the academic offspring. We know that the state commission for PhD students has been increased next year. In the next years, it will be increased to the level of 500. Now it has been 300. Also, this spring, in the rector selection debate, we have been often mentioning the challenges of our research future as well as development of economy, how the results of our innovation and inventions would actually get to the real economy, to the exports, to the economic development. Also, how to cope with and how to deal with AI, or whether we should be proactive or rather we've been retroactive until now. And also a more broad question, what the funding of the Estonian state will be to higher education in the future, how it will be developed. This is definitely a question mark. We do not have it today, and the administrative contract negotiations will start. But we know also that different elections will come into being in the state of Estonia in general. We can also ask what our growth ambition is. We definitely have a growth ambition, but what it will be like. And also from our board, we have received guidelines of how the growth will be like in the area of IT, engineering, etc. But this will definitely be also one of the central topics in our new strategic plan. And now let's take a look at our growth ambition, considering the number of our students. Starting from 2011, we have seen a linear decrease. Of course, we can speak about different impact factors, higher education reform, and of course, demographic changes. And the lowest point was below 9,000 a bit. Then different scenarios, which we have projected. And in the context of new development plan that we have set at 25%, that should be the aim. When we take a look at all Estonian public universities with a total of 35,000 students. So our students population is 9,100 students now, 20% of all this, the total in Estonia. So we form 20% of the students number of the Estonian public universities today. So hopefully in the next year we will speak about 9,500 students, especially when we manage to reduce the dropout rate, which is one of the challenges we have. At the same time, it has been our aim and our challenge. But now when we also add our staff numbers, the opening meeting, we also spoke about the staff numbers earlier. So the numbers have broadly remained the same, but PhD students, junior research fellows, is the number which has increased a lot, but this is as a result of the reform. But it increases the total number of staff members. We have academic staff members. We have 99 tenured professors. We have not managed to increase this number. Based on the Power BI report, we have 149 tenure professors' positions, and we see that 30% about have not been fulfilled. So we have quite some vacant positions which we have not been able to fulfill. It also shows that the research groups have not been there. So we expect the growth in the students' numbers, We don't want to change that by no means, but we have to ask how we manage to get more researchers and more lecturer staff members. And when we compare the number of academic staff with other universities, we compare ourselves with the University of Tartu. We have said that we do not want to compare ourselves with the University of Tartu because we have said that there's one classic academic university is enough for Estonia, but at the same time we should next to it have a technical university and which is on a high level next to it. Tartu University has twice as many academic staff members and 1.5 times more students. So taking a look at the proportions in the technical domain, when we compare it with the social sciences and the humanities in the classical university, this is a big challenge for us, how we can grow, whether we should get this growth from within our own institution and get the means for it, or we invite somebody to join us. I believe that both options could be possible. This is definitely the biggest challenge for us to grow. We cannot fulfill it with the academic staff that we have today. And once again, academic offspring, our PhD students who have been defending and finishing, the numbers have gone down. We need to reverse this tendency. The number of defenses have been stable, and the Estonian language academic offspring, we can say that the Estonian PhD students and foreign students, 50%. It varies in different domains. The question for us is how to make the Estonian language PhD studies more attractive to Estonian students. So now going back to academic staff members, which I believe is a good point to highlight. It's a point of attraction to our university when we compare the wages of academic staff with other Estonian universities. We can say that we have managed to position ourselves well in comparison with other Estonian universities. We increased junior research fellows' wages a year ago, and now it should be further increased. The Italian university has also followed suit with wages increase. This also shows that we could be more attractive to potential staff members in the future. So all in all, being modest, as Estonians usually say, that we are not doing very badly, or rather others might say that we are doing well. Because we see that the quality of research is improving, where as teachers have been valued well in the labor market. Students are very active in order. There are so many new student organizations, together with Thomas Asser, director of University of Tartu, we signed a student satellite new project called SUT, should go to the space within the next 3 years. Small satellite. Solarite car, I believe, is the project is running in Australia now. Also, Iron men and women. The competition, Ironman competition yesterday, we had quite some competitors from our university as well. And so, what will the new academic year bring to us? The basic funding of higher education and research from the state budget. So I have 3 question marks here. And on the 20th of August, I met the Minister of Education. It was a celebration of Estonia regaining independence. So the minister was in high spirits and quite optimistic. We will see the prognosis by the Ministry of Finance in the next days, and also the state budget prognosis. So with for the next couple of years, we see an increase, but thereafter, big question mark, what will happen with the financing of higher education. Then negotiations on the new administrative agreement. Thereafter, an important point for the next academic year is putting together a new strategic plan. We do this in parallel with strategic plans for our institutes, our schools. Last time, perhaps the project was not very smooth because we put together the strategic plan within 3 months. So we were in a hurry, and it was approved by the board already 3 months later. So already from the organizational side, it was not possible to include everyone. So let's do it differently this time round. So new rector's office, Ingrid, vice rector for study affairs, Jarek Kolnitsky. Then Erik Puura, vice rector for entrepreneurship. Then Henrik Voll, student development vice rector. And also we are dealing with the student candidates there in this domain. And this foundation, which is targeted to engineering students, something which we will hear more about in the next years, and we can do lobby work and support work in this direction. And in this fall, we will also propose a plan now which professor positions we will fulfill. In the first stage, we are planning to fulfill the positions regarding engineering. What is engineering in nowadays world? Engineering is everywhere. So I believe that the School of Economics and Governance can also feel that they have engineers. It's the first AI professorship has been concluded. Teo Trana was chancellor, and also the deans and director of Estonian Maritime Academy will continue. And to conclude, this is a table which has a lot of information, but if you want to know what the vice rectors are dealing with, and we used to have 3 vice rectors, now we have 4. This is foundation, development foundation, and other scholarships and students development vice rector is a new position. So the domains have been reallocated a little bit, but Chancellor, of course, has the most to do there because half of the administrative and support structure is for them to administer. And to sum up, every year when I've been in front of you, and in the next 4 years, I will possibly say the same. That of course the quality and our value is our people. We have to invest into our people, and we have managed, as you've seen, our statistics about our wages. But let's notice ourselves, acknowledge ourselves, and thank you very much to all the academic family for your great work. And I would like to wish us all a very exciting and happy new academic year. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to the rector, Professor Tiit Land. On behalf of Tallinn University of Technology, it is my great honor and also pleasure to announce that starting from 2025, the university will recognize distinguished colleagues who have worked devotedly at our university for half a century and continue to pursue their calling with the Honor Universitatis Award. Today, when this award has been issued the first time, we can also recognize those who have already completed their 50 years of service, but continue to contribute to the development of the university with great dedication. The laureates will receive the Honor Universitatis pin, which is a visible and lasting symbol of dedication, loyalty, and dignity. And along with this, they will also receive a limited edition of graphic work centered on the peaceful and dignified main building of Tallinn University of Technology, the solid heart of our academic home. The work symbolizes the diverse nature and creativity of the university, which combines different forms of knowledge, technology, and art. The author, Liis Tedre, has created this work using photopolymer printing and color letterpress printing, which gives the work a special depth and timeless artistic spirit. Let's now welcome back to the stage our rector, Professor Tiit Land, and the Dean of the School of IT, Professor Gert Järve. And the first badge of honor will go to Senior Researcher, Department of Software Science, Jaak Henno. The badge will also be awarded to the leading researcher at the Department of Software Science, Ülle Kota. Then we'd like to call Viktor Lepikson, Associate Professor Emeritus from the School of Information Technologies, to the stage. The award will be presented to Toomas Johannes Seivik, Department of Electronics, Senior Researcher, Mart Min. Now, the award will be issued to Leo Vahandu, Professor Emeritus at the School of Information Technologies. Honor Universitatis badge will also be given to Professor Emeritus at the Institute of Health Technology, Tia Indrekus, who unfortunately was unable to attend the opening session today, but we acknowledge her with a big round of applause. Thank you to Gert Järvan. And now let's invite Dean Fyodor Sergeyev to the stage, the Dean of the School of Engineering. The badge of honor will be issued to Associate Professor at Virumaa College, Gennadi Arjasov. Badge of honor is issued to Urve Kallavus, Senior Researcher, Professor Emeritus at the School of Engineering. The award will also be issued to Department of Electrical Power Engineering Mechatronics expert in electrical engineering, Alexander Kilk. Awarding of the badge, Mihkel Koel will be presented after the stage, leading researcher at the Department of Energy Technology. Badge of honor is also awarded to laboratory assistant in the Department of Materials and Environmental Technology, Thea Mall Trumme. Badge of honor will be awarded to Senior Researcher of School of Engineering, Professor Emeritus Tumala Cruz. Award is also given to Jakob Kübarsepp, academician, senior researcher, Department of Mechanical Industrial Engineering. The badge of honor is also issued to Professor Emeritus, Department of Cybernetics, Arno Mere. Badge of honor is awarded to Jüri Riivese, senior researcher, Professor Emeritus at the Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering. The badge of honor is awarded to engineer Tarmo Rosman. Badge of honor is awarded to Mikola Semenyuk. The award is issued to Sulev Soosaare, engineer at the Department of Energy Technology. Tallinna University of Technology's Honor Universitatis Award also recognizes Mare Altosaar, leading specialist at the Institute of Materials and Environmental Technology, who unfortunately was not to attend today's ceremony, but we recognize her with a big round of applause. Honor Universitatis badge is also issued to Lea Saia, a lab assistant at the Institute of Construction and Architecture, who also could not attend today, but let's give her a big round of applause nevertheless. Thank you to the Dean Fyodor Sergeyev. Let's invite Dean Professor Andrus Salupere, Dean of the School of Science, to the stage. Let's invite Jüri Engelbrecht, Professor Emeritus of the School of Engineering, to the stage. Let's now invite Professor Emeritus Mihkel Kaljurand, Senior Researcher, Department of Chemistry and Biotechnology, to the stage. Now we invite Professor Emeritus Margus Lopp, academician, to the stage for the next batch. The next badge of honor is issued to Jaak Nõlvak, leading researcher, Department of Chemistry and Biotechnology. Thank you to Andrus Salupere, the dean, and let's invite the Dean of School of Business and Governance to the stage, Professor Mari Avarma. The next award is issued to the Study and Research Support Specialist at the Department of Business Administration, Sirje Soop. Tallinna University of Technology's Honor Universitatis Award recognizes the head of the Language and Communication Center at the School of Business, who unfortunately cannot attend today, Aija Podarenko, but let's greet her with a big round of applause. Honor Universitatis badge is also issued to lecturer at the Institute of Economic Analysis and Finance, Katrin Keres, who was unable to attend today, but let's nevertheless give her a big round of applause. Honor Universitatis badge is awarded to Kat Padam, Senior Researcher Emeritus at the Institute of Business Administration, who is also not here in the hall today, but let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you to the Dean, Mari Avarma, and congratulations to all recipients of the Honor Universitatis badge. It is now time to begin recognizing our colleagues who have worked at the Tallinna University of Technology for 25 years. And for that, let's invite the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Ingrid Pappel, to the stage. For the golden badge, let's invite Janika Paalo to the stage. It's a study information specialist at the Study Affairs Department. Thank you to Ingrid Tappel. Professor Gert Järvan from the School of IT. Let's invite him back to the stage to award the next awards. The next gold badge goes to Professor Ahto Puldas from the Software Science Institute. The next golden award badge is awarded to Johan Peep Ernits. Golden badge is awarded to the Information Systems Manager from IT College, Siim Kruusmaa. Golden badge is awarded to the Senior Lecturer of IT College, Toomas Lepikult. The next golden badge is awarded to the Senior Researcher Olev Märtens from Toomas Johan Seebecks Electronics Institute. Next golden badge is awarded to the Senior Lecturer Ants Tori. Next golden badge is awarded to Tõemets. Thank you to the Dean, Professor Gert Järvan. And let's now invite to the stage the Dean of School of Engineering, Professor Fyodor Sergeyev, once again. The Golden Badge is awarded to Marit Kauk-Kuusik, a professor at the Materials and Environmental Technology Institute. The next badge, Golden Badge, is awarded to Katrin Krudi, good, the level, and sport study specialist. Golden Badge is awarded to the lecturer of construction and architecture, Uli Meister. The badge is awarded to a senior lecturer, Mart Saarna. Golden Badge is awarded to the lecturer, Riho Tarbe from Mechanics and Industrial Techniques Institute. Golden Badge is awarded to lecturer Tanel Tuisu from the Construction and Architecture Institute. Golden Badge is issued to lecturer Leo Teder from Electrical Engineering and Mechatronics Institute, who cannot attend today, but let's recognize him with a big round of applause. Golden Badge is awarded to Associate Professor Tanel Mullart from Cybernetics Institute. He cannot be here today as well, but let's nevertheless give him a big round of applause. Thank you to Fyodor Sergeyev, the Dean, and now let's invite the Dean of the School of Business and Governance, Mari Alarma, to stay. The Golden Badge is awarded to the Senior Lecturer of the Institute of Law, Kristi Joonet. Next, the golden badge is awarded to the lecturer from the Ragnar Nilsson Institute in Trakmeus. Badge is awarded to the director of Business Administration Institute, Merili Reidun. Golden badge is awarded to senior lecturer of the Business Administration Institute, Paavo Siimann. Thank you to Mari Avarmaa, the dean. The badge of honor is also issued to Oksana Dalichenko from the Estonian Maritime Academy, who is unable to participate today, but let's give her a big round of applause. Golden badge is furthermore issued to Toomas Tammeorgu, senior lecturer of the Estonian Maritime Academy, who is unable to participate, but let's also give him a big round of applause. Let's now invite the Chancellor of the University, Tea Trahov, to the stage. Golden badge is awarded to Andres Kallaste, Head of Security from the Real Estate Department. Badge is awarded to Vladimir Maloshtan from the Real Estate Department. Golden badge is awarded to Anne Toom from the Human Resource Department. Golden badge is awarded to Mari Poopus from the Human Resources Department, who was unable to attend today, but let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you to Chancellor Dea Draho, and congratulations again to all of the laureates of the Golden Badge of Honor. Tallinn University of Technology also wishes to thank Professors Emeritus and invites academician Jarek Kornitsky, Vice Rector for Research to the stage. And we would also like to ask the professors to sign the university's Book of Honor. The Tallinn University of Technology thanks for the long-term, fruitful study, research and development activity the Professor Malle Krumps. University of Technology thanks Professor Rode Liiast, who was unable to attend today's meeting, but let's give her a big round of applause. Also, Tallinn University of Technology would like to thank Associate Professor Juhan Teder, was unable to attend today's meeting, but let's give him also a big round of applause. Thank you to the rector, to the vice rectors, and congratulations again to all professors emeriti. This concludes the opening meeting today, and I would like to invite everybody to the foyer of the main building to the traditional picnic. Mente et manu, and have a successful 108